Welcome to my 50 sub special. I want to say thank you so much for 50 subscribers, over 50 subscribers, in just a few months. Like 3 months, I think. Jesus, thank you so much. I don't know fully what to say. It's very surprising for me. Like 20 subscribers, I was surprised that I even got so far, and then 40, then 50. It's almost 60 subscribers, and um, I don't know how much many subscribers I have when I upload this. Uh, I think maybe 60. I don't know, but I want to say thank you for everyone who has supported me all the way, and all the people who have liked the videos and commented on the videos. I greatly appreciate it, like very much. I don't fully know what to say, but yeah, this. But for the 40 sub special, I will just do the what if. I won't do the Q&A because not so many people, no one has really given me questions. So I'll just drop that for now, and maybe do that in the future when I'm a bit more, if I get a bit more people who are active, like comment and stuff like that. And the person who gave me this what if idea was Christian White, of course. I don't know how long you have been, or how long he has been on my channel, but so far he has been on the channel for quite a while. About 3 weeks, I think. Maybe 4. About 3 weeks, yeah. About 3 weeks. And like, thank you so much for helping me and giving me ideas. You really helped the channel go from like the first what if, and like not the best what if, like kind of like just okay, to fairly good channel. I very appreciate it, very much so. Um, but yeah, enough of that. Uh, I don't know much what other else to say other than just to start. Um, but yeah, now I guess we just start with the what if. The what if is, what if Deku had the powers of it was Hortail Frisk. This, like I said, and this will most likely be a 2-shot, not a 1-shot. The reason is because it has a bit more layers and a bit more like things. I have like bit like notes. Because I stayed up to like midnight planning this, so I hope you like this, because I spent a long time trying to find out what to do in the what if, like the story, a bit of the background, bit of the, bit of the background. Oh Jesus! Ugh, sorry. Uh, it's been a rough day, or a long day for me. But yeah. Sorry, it's just a few things here and there. I have. Yeah, I don't really have everything ready to go, so kind of just taking it on I guess you could say run. I don't know. Oh, and I have a what if idea in mind as well myself. Uh, I don't know. That may be the next special if I even get there. I don't know. But yeah. Where was it? It was. I guess. Meh. It's alright. I'll just begin. Um, if you don't know what Horror Tale is, it's basically Undertale, but a bit different. Instead, basically, Undyne is queen. Frisk left the underground, left everyone. The souls are missing. Basically, a lot of monsters have gone crazy. Some have died and turned to dust. So yeah. I'm sorry, I had my training session yesterday as well, so. But yeah, let's just continue. Um, Now, in first had done a neutral round, and a neutral round is when you only kill when it is necessary. You don't kill for fun or anything, you just do it if it is necessary, like you have no other choice. But yeah, and when she left, Frisk is level 7, and I need to find the comment of because I forgot to write that in my notes, so I gotta find that again. That's the background of that. Oh, and I'm gonna change a few things from the original that he gave me, but not fully because he kind of said I could change it. But I'm gonna change a bit of the backstory of how Deku gets the powers of Horrortail Frisk. I guess Horrortail Frisk is kind of like just normal Frisk. I guess. Just. Jesus Christ, man. The yawns. But yeah. It was. Here it is. For one, I'll just. Nif and, Asgore. No. Frisk absorbs Asgore's soul. She normally. Flyway would kill Asgore before you could do so, but Frisk does it because Frisk has seen it so many times. She does it as fast as possible. Oh, and I'll explain about. I will get to Deku later, very soon. And Frisk leaves the underground. She leaves through the leaves, but there was a glitch, and she got put into the Mahiro Academia universe or world, or I don't know what you call it. I don't know fully how. Just for plot, just that it's possible. And this is where it's gonna be a tiny bit different. First, it's gonna be a girl in this. Just gonna say that as well. Now is where the bit of different happens. Eliza. There's a theory around that Eliza is Frisk's daughter. I'm gonna say that it is. I have never heard of that. I have heard of that theory, but I haven't really read to it or anything like that. But yeah, I'm gonna say that Eliza is Frisk's daughter, uh, just because they look alike and stuff like that. And Frisk still has the power of the term. Oh, Jesus Christ, man, what's happening to me? Oh. Now I guess I'll explain how and Eliza is Frisk's daughter. Frisk, basically, when she came to the My Hero Academia universe or world, uh, basically she gets accustomed to it and kind of like lives out normally. She gets she I'm gonna say this. I know I don't think I will say it like the full name, but let's say a man came and violated Frisk. They made her pregnant. I know it's not. I'm gonna say it's not what my first thought was, but it was the only thought that would make sense because I didn't want Frisk to have any like love life or anything like that. So, and I'm sorry if anyone has gone through that. Very sorry, and I hope everything is okay. Um, but yeah, sorry if I'm violating or if anything offends you, any of you, if any of this have happened to you. I'm very sorry, and please talk to someone. It would really help, and don't be ashamed. That is also good, the main thing as well. Now, enough of the depressing things. Just wanted to get that out, just to be sure. Um, but yeah. Now, Frisk gets pregnant. Like I said, she gets pregnant with Eliza. She births Eliza. Eliza grows up to be the age of 14. And by now, Frisk is about, let's say, 41 or 42. Something like that. 30 to 45. Yeah. Ugh. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, I guess. And that's how, basically, Eliza was born, and she goes to the goes to the mountain or Mount Fuji, or I don't remember what the name is fully. I forgot about it. But yeah, she falls out of the ground. Underground, and the reason is because she was bullied because she didn't have a quirk, but she had soul magic. First determination, but then fear after she got bullied so much. Her soul became the soul of fear. So yeah. And first has lost the reset button and load and stuff like that. The only thing she can do now is kind of like just continue. That's the only thing. And maybe go back like a day. That's all she can do with her determination now. Because she's getting weaker and stuff like that. Then we go to Someone is Born by Inko. And in this, Izuku is going to have a little sister, actually. I know most people do like they're twins, or big sister or big brother or stuff like that. But I'm gonna make it little sister, and he is gonna be very overprotective over her. She won't be like very much in the story, just a few things, few here and there, just to like fill up, make its story longer. But yeah. Now, and his little sister is about like let's say 6 years younger than him. So no Frisk, no Izuku. Sorry, I've had done the Sans What If so long as a few times now, like the most recent. So it's a bit like a bit here and there. I need to, but yeah. Izuku has a quirk in this. It's that he can see spirits. I don't know what the name of the quirk is, but yeah. Just if you have a name, put it in the comments. I don't really have a name. I couldn't find a name for it. You know what? Let's just call it spirits. Or no, that isn't a very good name. Just tell me in the comments, and I'll most likely do that. Make it take one, use one of them. Of course, I will. If there are more than one, I'll consider all of them. Other than if there is any like bad, like weird stuff and stuff like that. Yeah. That's basically Izuku's quirk, that you can see spirits and talk to them and make them kind of like this. This he didn't write in the comments of what Izuku's quirk is, so I'm gonna. This is what I thought. He can make spirits kind of like visible to everyone and have a physical body for about an hour, or it's about how if he trains like when he just got the quirk, he can just make them visible and have them like physical body in like just like 5 minutes, and then it's finished. But the more he trains, the more he can make them. The longer he can make them visible and not have a physical body, but he can make them like visible for as long as he want, really, a lot longer. Like uh, if he can make them have a physical body and visible for a week, or no, 5 hours, then he can have he can make them visible for about a week or so. I know it's fairly long, but like it's just for plot, just for plot, nothing else. But yeah, but yeah. And I'm sorry if the audio is a bit bad, or if the sound is low or high. Just because the the delayed 50 sub special video I made in the today's morning, I had to put the sound up much more because I was talking so low, and because I wasn't fully awake, of course. And I found out I woke up 5 in the morning, or about like half 6, about 6 in the morning. So it was fun. But yeah. Um and but yeah. Sans no. Ugh. Fudge. Frick. um Zuku, he basically begins to live his life a bit, and we go into where he is about, let's say, 10 years old, 4 years later. Um, and I'm gonna say, um, Deku has the personality of being cold to people. If anyone bullies or if anyone is mean to his sister or any one of his friends, he is very cold. But if you don't do anything like bully or are being mean to his sister or anyone he is friends with, he is kind. He's basically as kind as he is in canon. But he, because of his. Oh. I forgot to get pictures. Oh, that's the thing I forgot. Oops. I've done this whole. Oh, dang it. I guess I'll. I'm just finding. I found some pictures. I don't know who made these. Um, uh, uh, but I didn't make any of these pictures that I'm putting in now. What is it? There we go. I it's gonna get black screen, but that's okay. I'm just making a new like place. No, wait, just a second. Okay, it's my first special, and it's been a while since I made this. This is how it will look like. I'll just take that other picture as well. Where's it? There we go. There. This is how he looks like in normal clothes. And the other picture will get in use later. But yeah, I don't know who made the pictures, but shout out to the people who made them. But yeah. Wait a second. What is this? What the hell is this? I just saw a picture here and it's really weird. I think I found another what if idea just by a picture here. And another picture that doesn't belong here. Or a few pictures. But enough of that. Enough of picture watching. Continuing. Now, where was I? Yes. Izuku doesn't look like this yet. He has trained his quirk a lot, and the quirk and how he's training it is from using it on someone particular, or he just goes to the graveyard, and ask if he can train his quirk there and on them, the spirits there and stuff like that. That's basically what he does. Or I guess spirits ain't really ghosts, or I guess ghosts are spirits as well. There's a other name for it. I'm gonna say ghosts or spirits. They're the same thing, just different names. But yeah. Um. Now, Izuku is 10 years old, and he meets Frisk, which and she is fairly sad. She doesn't really want to be here anymore, stuff like that. And when uh, Izuku meets Frisk, he sees Chara and Asgore. Because both of them are spirits, he can see them both and talk to them. So he says to first he says this is the conversation between them. Hey, miss. Hmm. Yes, young boy. What is it? I'm sorry if it sounds like a bad old man or anything like that. I'm not the best at voicing girls. I'm better at voicing men, of course, because I'm a male. So it's much easier to do male voice than female. So yeah. Well, who are who who are these spirits around you? Can I know their names? Are they your friends? Oh wait, you probably don't even know that there are spirits around you. Well, I'm just gonna say there are two spirits around you. One is fairly big and seems fairly strong, and the other one is a girl with uh, green jumper with stripes. Pretty much the same hair as yours. Just do seem very alike. Just that the girl here has pink cheeks. Um, and Chara and Asgore and Frisk is surprised that he can see them. So Frisk asked, "How can you see them, boy? You can come. Oh, I have a quirk that makes me let me see spirits and make them visible and have a physical body. The more I train, the longer they can have physical form and be visible." Hmm. It's a good quirk. Yeah, but not very good enough quirk for a hero. But that's okay. I can maybe be a therapist or something like that. I don't know. Maybe just do a job or be a bodyguard. That's a pretty good job, I think. That's also I'm kind of mixing different what ifs into one what if. I don't know. I don't think anyone have done this what if before, so I think it's original. I don't know. I haven't really searched this what if up, and I think this is the original concept, at least to this what if. So yeah. Continuing. Um. Yeah, that's a pretty good job. All right then. Um. Do you, do you want more powers? Hmm. Well, yeah, but it's impossible. Can't give quirks to people. It's impossible. So that's all right. I don't really much mind. And so then Frisk says, "Well, I'm getting kind of old, and I can't really use my quirk, I guess. So I'm wondering if you want to have it. You seem like a nice young boy, young man. So I'm sure you can handle it. But that's impossible. Well, my quirk is fairly special because it has to do with my soul. People can absorb my soul and take my powers, but that also kills me, sadly. But I have lived long enough, and I have done some things I regret, and I want to forget it move on. Okay. So, you want me to absorb your soul? Yes. And basically, I will just be a kind of spirit around you. And I guess helping you with the new powers, and when you have mastered it, I will be able to leave. Because then you know everything that you need to know about it. Okay. Well then, are you ready? Yes. Okay then. So, then, she holds out her soul, which has some black spots. And that's, if you're wondering what the black spot is, it's hate. Hate is kind of like a soul trait, but kind of like not the best soul trait you can have. But yeah. Now, don't worry, I won't end it. Not end it yet. Not the video. Like I said, this is a special, so it would have to be like maybe a 50-minute or an hour, maybe as well. I'll probably do an hour. But yeah, continuing. Sans asks, what am I doing? Well, you're going to touch the soul, and just a breeze and energy that you're going to feel. Okay. So he touches the soul and breathes towards his, like, chest. And he begins to feel a rush of energy and power and determination. He feels determined to do pretty much anything. And that's when he sees Frisk slowly disappearing, or you could say turn to dust. And she says, "Thank you, kid. You really have helped me. And these two will accompany you as well. So be careful and go for your dream." And she passes, and that's when Izuku passes out. But before he passes out, he asks, and Frisk has already become dust, but she isn't really a spirit yet. That is a bit later. So, and then he makes Chara a physical body and visible, and says, visible, and says, if she can put him in his bed or back to his room before he's passed out, or a safe place. So she does. Well, he's passed out, of course. And he's passed out for like an hour or so, maybe 2, maybe 3 or so. I don't know how long. I really should have gotten myself some water before I recorded. That would be a pretty good idea. But I can't do anything about that now. I don't want to edit anything today. I don't really want to. But yeah. Continuing. First, and he wakes up, and he basically says thank you to Chara and makes her physical body go away, and she ain't visible anymore. Oh. Dang it, Jesus. I'm sorry. Just felt something. But yeah, continuing. if and no, ugh, this base, and he goes towards his house again and goes home. And Izuku, he basically, but when he wakes up the next day, he finds out he has like these. He can make swords, he can make knives, he can make a shield, he can put the energy around his body to enhance its durability, speed, and strength. So he begins to train these things, and he's going to be a bodyguard. If you're wondering who, it's Momoyaro Rosu, and I'm gonna say UA is a college, just so that I have a bigger time frame, or like a bit more time to do the things I want to. And when I'm done with that, I will time skip to UA, or when they go to UA. But yeah. Now, he is basically training until it basically looks like this. He has a few of the scars. He has a scar on his eye, like, I don't, who has a scar on his eye? I don't remember. Just picture a scar, like, a knife goes from his eye, like, sideways. And his eye is kind of like a bit lighter, like the color is kind of like discolored a bit. His eyes, that eye, and it's the right eye, I think. So yeah. um. Sorry. Ugh. Yeah, that's pretty much. It pretty much looks just like this, just a bit more, bit less scars, and the scar in his eye, and this coloring of his eye, of his right eye, or his left. Either one, really. It doesn't really matter much. And how he got the scar is from when he was training his knife skills, and he accidentally cut his own eye, and he had to go to the doctors to fix it, or not fix it, check it out. Nothing bad. He can still see through it just fine. It's just a discoloring. But yeah, it seems like he is a bit blind, but he ain't. But yeah. He then we time skip to when he is about, let's say, 16 years old. Years old. He has put up on a site where you can apply as a bodyguard, and people can look on the site and hire you. That's when he gets an email that says that he is being considered of being hired by the Yarozus. Now, Izuku, he have heard of Yarozus, but he doesn't fully know like what they're famous of. But he knows, he has heard of them, that they are like one of the richest people in Japan. So yeah, and Frisk has a spirit now, so she has been teaching him, and Frisk and Asgore has been also teaching him, and he can use a few like fire. He can like shoot fireballs, like a few powerballs, not like many. Not he isn't like the best at fire magic. He can just like do a few fire spells, like shoot a few fireballs. That's pretty much it, and he also can like or actually, he can breathe fire, and he can control it. I think it's called pyrokinesis. I don't know. But yeah, it isn't really strong. He just can breathe a bit of fire, not very hot, but hot enough to melt ice, and he can control it. So yeah, it's just wanted to do that. So yeah, because that would basically be his quirk, if he had a quirk in canon. Pyrokinesis, I think. Like I said, I think the name of it, a quirk is. There's the name of it. I don't know. Now. Okay then. Now. Zuku. He gets the email, like I said, that he's being considered of being hired, and by this time, of course, he is fairly kind, of course, but the people, but if anyone bullies his sister, and he doesn't really have friends, really, he's kind of a loner, you could say, so he doesn't really have friends, so he's only cold to people who's mean to, or is flirting to with his sister, and I don't know the name of his sister. So if you have any name, or yeah, if you have any names, put them in the comments, because like I said, this will most likely be a two-shot. It's if you wanted the next part of this. So yeah. Now, and if you're wondering what quirk she has, she basically has pyrokinesis. I think that's what it is. I can search it up actually. Uh, yeah. Yeah, pyrokinesis. He has basically pyrokinesis, but he can't make fire out of thin air. He has to breathe it out. And Shadow Sheep, just a much more powerful one. She can like do lots of things with her fire. Like she can make fire wings of fire. She can fly. She can basically do lots of stuff. She can basically do everything. Everything person who has a fire ability can. Just she has to breathe it out. And she can like, yeah, that's pretty much it about her quirk. I don't know. Like I said, her name. Put it in the comments if you want the next part. If you have a name for her. So yeah. Now we go to the interview between Izuku and the Yaoyorozu family, or precisely the parents of Momo Yaoyorozu. Now, they meet Izuku in his house, and when they meet him, they already think, yeah, so far he seems like a good person. He seems like a good candidate as a bodyguard, and they basically talk like about what he wants to do in life, what he is like get to know him a bit, get to know his personality, uh, and to know his quirk as well. He explains that he has basically three quirks. he says he has basically three quirks, but it is just two. It's just one of them has like another feature to it. So yeah. And his parents knows of Chara and Frisk and Asgore. And Frisk had explained like what happened and stuff like that, so they know. His family knows about that. And they say, in the end, they say, "You're hired. We want you as our daughter's bodyguard." Hmm. Well, can I know the name of your daughter? Your daughter? I don't really have a voice for him yet. Uh, um, if you, it may be different voices from time to time. I'm just finding out the voice I wanted to have. So yeah. I'm sorry. This has been going on for quite a while. I'm quite tired now. Talking for long without any water at all. So yeah. Um. Now, of course, he's tired, and he says, "Well, can I know the name of your daughter?" "Well, of course," Mr. Yarrow says. Her name is Momo Yarrow. Um, her quirk is creation. She can create basically anything. She does have to know the. I don't really remember how what. I was just gonna say, she can create it if she knows, like the materials that is needed to make it. Then she knows that she can make it, making her a bit better, like making her quirk, upgrading her quirk a tiny bit. And she can, but for her to make stuff, she have to have body fat. She uses body fat to do it. So yeah. Now, of course, this happens. Um, Now, what was the next thing? Ah, yeah, meeting her. Now, as and then he says, well, no, then Miss Yarosu says, well, you can live, and you have to live with us, so that you can protect her 24/7. Yeah, that's I think fine. Just that I am able to visit my parents and my family, then it should be fine. Yes, you can meet them in the weekends and when she has school. But when she wants to go to UA as well. So, do you think if you can join UA so that you can protect her, or we can just make you as not like a student but as her bodyguard? All right, that's quite fine for me. But I won't be a hero. That isn't really my type of style. I like heroes, but I don't really want to become one. It's fine. It's fine. Um, but I'm glad you accepted our offer, and no, they hasn't accepted yet. All right, I'll be your daughter's bodyguard. Great. I'm glad you accepted this offer, and you can have 2 days with your or one day, the rest of this day, and tomorrow we will get a limo, pick you up, and so that. And can we get your number so that we can call you when the limo is there? Yes, of course. Here. So he gives them his number. But yeah, I think I will do a two shot. I'm not gonna be able to complete this. Um, if I'm gonna complete this, I have to get my water bottle, but I have to fill it up because I think I drank all of it. I don't know. I don't wanna like edit, so I'm just gonna mute, and I'll be right back. I know that. Hello, I'm back. And I know that didn't take so long. It's just that it was just on the other room beside me. It had water in it, so yeah, I'm glad for. Just gonna take a. There we go. I'm sorry that if it took too long or anything. It's just needed to get my water bottle, or else I wouldn't be able to complete it. I may be able to complete it now. Maybe this will be 2 hours. I don't know. It's about. I think it's just an hour. But yeah, continuing. We left off at when no, where he basically was getting ready to leave, I think. Just thinking, yeah, or no. They were giving each other's number to each other and saved it on the phone, and they left. And Izuku began packing, ready, everything. And the rest of the day, he spent time with his family. So yeah. That's basically what he does for the rest of the day. For the blah 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 blah. And then we go to the next day, I guess. Because we don't fully have more to do on that day. So we go to when he goes in a limo and he arrives at the Yaozu residence, or their house. And he gets his bag and goes to the gate, where he rings and a butler comes out and says that he will help him with his bags. So that's what he does. He helps him with his bag and begins to go in, goes towards the house and goes in. Now, when he goes in, he sees Mr. Yaozu and Miss Yaozu and Momo. He sees them and he says, "Hello, I'm here now." And when Momo sees him, he'll basically have the same clothes that he has right here. He looks just like this, with a scar in his eye, like I said, and a few less scars on his arm and his face. But yeah. And Momo blushes right away. And she begins to look away because she's basically a tomato by this point. But yeah. Now, Izuku. He introduces himself to Momo, and a few butlers, extra butlers come and they grab more bags and they lead him to his room, which is a big room with a bed and a TV and a few, like, I guess, training equipment bicycle. I don't know what it's called, but it's basically a bicycle that you do use inside, and a treadmill as well. Yes, as well that as well here there. It's quite big room. Yeah, and but there's carry the bags inside, and he goes back to the Yellow Roses, and the Yellow Roses basically explains that he is the bodyguard of Momo, of their daughter, to Momo, basically, because Momo doesn't know about that she's getting bodyguard. First, Momo protests, but then she takes a good look at Izuku, and she says, "Fine." Um, Now, um, they go to Izuku's room and begin to pack out. And while they're packing out, they're getting to know each other. They're talking. They talk about what they like and what they dislike. So yeah. Now, what's the next thing I was gonna do? Um, oh yeah. This goes on for a while. Basically, we time skip, but in the time skip, Izuku and Momo has gotten fairly close, very close. Like, Izuku is basically the same protective over Momo as he is of his sister, but he doesn't think of her as a sister. Um, Momo, I mean, because he kind of has feelings, but he pushes them away because he is working. He just works for her. So yeah, Momo has feelings for him as well, but she tries to hide it. Not the best, but good enough so that she can't notice it, or at least Suki can't notice it. So yeah. Now, and they have, like I said, they've gotten very close, and Asuka has still gotten to like meet his family, like visit them. Sometimes even with Momo. And yeah. Now they are both 18. I think that's when most people go to college. I think actually it's when you're 16 or 17 you go to college. But I'm gonna say 18 years old. That's me. That blah blah. That means that it's a 2 years time skip. Not very long, but still long enough. Oh. So yeah. Now, Izuku. He goes and Jesus. What I was gonna do? But yeah, we go to the day of like the 10 months training. And we see Izuku training. Like, he's training, just training his muscles, training his endurance, his durability, his strength, his speed, basically everything. And Momo comes in, and he looks like this. I don't know if this is Izuku, but when I search up Izuku, like I get a picture and that comes up, I think that's Izuku. And so this is Izuku. He basically looks like this, but without the tie, because there it is. He has a tie on here in this picture, but he doesn't have it on now. So basically, this is what he looks like when he's training. And Momo comes in while him looking like this. and she nosebleeds right away when she sees him and says, "Can you take on a shirt, please?" Oh, oh, sorry. Right. So he takes on the shirt, put on his shirt, or like, not he has already a shirt button, but buttons it up, I guess. And just, you can look now. So she looks and she sees basically this again, just with that shirt. So yeah. Now, Jesus, I've done this. Been going for an hour. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry if me saying Jesus Christ offends anyone. I don't mean to offend anyone. It's just something. So we normally say when we're shocked. I guess I can begin to stop saying that. I don't know. Say "oh my God" instead. I just live with saying Jesus Christ when I'm shocked. So, but yeah. Now we continuing. He does this. Oh, he takes a button-up shirt up, and Mama asks if he can train her, but she says yes, of course. And says fine, I can train you. Well then, get your training clothes on already because we're gonna train hard. And I think that's where I'm gonna leave it up. That where they're training, basically. I'm gonna continue a bit more. She comes in. She has training clothes on. I don't have a picture of her. I will get that in the next part. If you wanted, I will explain more of that later. And they begin to train like, begins to train everything, basically, and her quirk as well. So it can kind of like upgrade a bit, I guess. Again, that's pretty much it. I'll leave it off here. Now, this is the rest of this in What If, but I'm gonna say this again, like I said in the first, like 5 minutes, I think. I want to say again a huge thank you to everyone who has subscribed, who has liked, who has commented, who has watched my videos all the way through. I appreciate you all so much. And I don't fully I don't know. I'm kind of speechless of how we ended up with 50 to 60, nearly 60 subscribers. So I'm kind of like, Jesus, oh my God, like I wouldn't think that we would come this far just by a few months. Like, we started or I started 28th of March 2021. I started with my first What If video, and that's the most popular video I have on my channel. Like, thank you so much for all your support. And I'm gonna say, if this video, I know I'm gonna stretch it a bit, but I've seen a few of these videos that we can hit it. I know that for a fact because we have like, I think 2 videos with over 10 likes, so I'm pretty sure we can hit it. But if this video gets about at least 8 likes, I will do part 2 of this. and that part will most likely be an hour as well, or 50 minutes, or 40, or maybe even longer than an hour. I don't know, because I want to make this a two-shot, so maybe that's the next part will be maybe 1.5 hour, or an hour, or 50 minutes. I don't know. It's about how much story I have. So if you want me to continue the next part, then we can hit like 8 likes. Then I will continue it, and I will kind of like right when we hit 8 likes, I will not right away, but if I already have made a video that day, I will make the badass one. No, not this. What if? Right away, but not if it's like in the middle of the night, for me at least, or it's late in the morning, or early morning, or late, very late. I won't. Then I won't do it. I will do it like most likely in the middle of the day, or when a few hours before I go to bed, or a few hours after I woke up. Then I won't make it. But if we hit, like I said, if we hit 8 likes, I'll do the next part of this. So I hope you enjoyed. Again, the next special is when we hit 100 subscribers. We're halfway there already. So I don't, or you know what? I'll try to, because this is I'm fairly like tired and right now. So I'll maybe make the new special when we have hit maybe 500 even subscribers. I don't know. It's about if I really have much time and energy, because it's drained a lot of energy from me, and I have a bit more to prepare for the next one. Because we're gaining subscribers as fast as we do now, I think 100 we can hit, but I kind of want to wait a bit. I don't want like two specials right after each other, so I will maybe make the next subscribe goal, 500 subscribers. So yeah, I don't know. I'll have to think about it. But now this is for this 50 sub special. I know it's maybe we have hit already 60 subscribers while I'm making this. I don't know. But yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow.